Live better and longer with the Fitzness Show, hosted by fitness expert, author, and TV personality Fitz Kohler. She'll tell you why diets are dumb, supplements are snake oil, and the truth about how you can earn a lean, hard, pain-free, and athletic body. Now for our favorite bossy blonde, Fitz Kohler.
Oh, hi, team. I'm Fitz Kohler, your incredibly noisy race announcer from Fitzness.com, and welcome to the Fitzness Show. Tonight's show is powered by the Donna Marathon. That's right. This weekend is the Donna National Marathon to finish breast cancer, and we have so much excitement planned for you. If you've been a part of it before, then you know, and then if you haven't, then get on it. There might be a couple spots left. We're going to find out, but we're going to go over everything you need to know tonight to make the absolute best of race weekend. You know, there's something about showing up and being a little lost. You do not ever have to be lost at the Donna Foundation. I got to pause by saying that my Fitzness sign is making my hair look purple, and I want to address the fact that I am certainly not that cool. There's probably nothing cool about me, including purple hair. I don't know why this is happening, but anyways, purple hair. Okay, so we're going to guide you through every part of race weekend, from the shakeout run to the expo, where to park, how early to show up, how late you should stay, all the speaking and the hoopla. And there's so much hoopla, and I love hoopla. As you know, I'm the hoopla queen, and Amanda Napolitano, our executive director, she's also a hoopla queen. So you've got a lot to absorb. So know this. Everything we're going to talk about is on the website. If you go to breastcancermarathon.com, you will find it. There's a thing called the athlete guide. It's where to be, when, who, what, where. It's all there. They've worked tirelessly all year. So before I bring her on, I'm going to tell you this. If Friday you want to do something and you're kind of lost, don't email my race director. Again, she didn't put me up to this, but she will be putting out fire after fire after fire, because that's the nature of the beast when you invite tens of thousands of people to town and close 26 miles of road, right? So look at the athlete guide. Also, this show is going to be here forever. So when we're done, let's say you missed it. I don't know how you missed it if you're listening to me, but you can listen to this over and over and over. Let's say you want to really absorb the information, or you just want to spend more time with me and Amanda and our special guest. You're going to get to do that. I love that so many of you are so smart. You're already using the comment section wherever you are to say hello. Hi, Debbie and Jason and Lee and Andrea and Andy, maybe Mike too. Use a comment section. Let us know what you're running this week. This is what I want to know. Start off. Tell me I'm running the booby trap or the 1 mile or the ultra because I'm insane. And then we'll go from there. So now, here it comes. Are you ready? Everybody say it. We're ready. We're going to invite Amanda Napolitano. Here she comes. Boom shakalaka. Hello.
Hello. Fitz. Happy New Year.
Happy freaking New Year, man. If you can't tell, I'm a little bit pumped.
It's the time of year. Everyone asks me or wishes me Happy New Year at the end of December. And I'm like, no. It's Donna Marathon weekend. That's my New Year. This is when I ring in the happiness for the year. So I'm so excited. So excited.
It's coming. It's coming. And oh my gosh, we have the best runners because they're already doing what I asked them to do. We got Raymond Ramos, 26.2, booby trap for Brianne Floyd. Hi. Booby trap for Becky Harmon. Debbie Ron Harding's doing the marathon. Hello, pretty ladies. Running my mouth. Mike Martinez, you copycat. That's my job, is running at the mouth. But
that job's been taken.
That's all right. That's right. Okay, so would you like to welcome folks? And then we're going to bring in our special guest because that person only has a little bit of time.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Right. Do you want me? So I'm welcome. Okay. So as a lot of you have heard and are monitoring, it's always about what's the weather doing. So we've got a little chilliness coming. And I wanted you guys to have a chance to hear from someone that is the master of helping guide you on all of the decisions you will make to prepare for running in a little bit chillier weather. And that is my very dear friend and really was part of the founding family of this organization, coach Chris Twiggs from the Jeff Galloway training program. So let's bring Chris on to give us all of the pro tips of preparing for what the weekend holds. Yes.
So, Chris Twiggs.
Hey there. Hey. I love the positive nature of it's going to be a little chill. It's going to be cold, guys. It's going to be cold, right? But that's okay. It's perfectly okay that it's going to be cold, right? What is it? There's some sort of a song that I hear like nonstop all the time, especially when I go to that magical kingdom south of us, which is that the cold never bothered me anyway, right?
Yeah.
We can do amazing things with our bodies when it's cold out. It's not a big deal.
Just so you know,
Yeah.
sorry to interrupt, but I am getting hostile letters from my friends in Philadelphia and Boston. They're like, Fitz, you promised me heat. And actually, it's way warmer than it is everywhere else, even though it's super
could be
cold,
worse,
so.
right? It could be worse.
Mhm.
It could be much colder. And the reality is what we're looking at right now is a dry cold, which is darn good, right? If it were raining on us when it's cold, then there's some danger associated with it. But just cold weather. I shared this with Amanda, I think the other day. And as I'm a cold weather wimp, right? I really am. I prefer to be in the warmth. I do. I live in Florida. I live here on purpose. I wasn't dropped here as a baby and couldn't figure my way out. I continue to live here on purpose. Yeah. All of us here. But I have to admit, the fastest marathon of my life, it was 19 degrees out.
Okay.
It was 19 degrees out. And that wasn't the feels like temperature. That was the actual thermometer temperature was 19. Fastest run of my life. But there's some things that we need to do to be smart when we are preparing to run in the cold and when we're actually running in the cold. And so the first thing, as people are preparing to come out here, is pack appropriately, right? Think gloves, think something to cover your ears, and think a hat, right? Because those are the extremities that are going to be otherwise could be exposed, and we don't want them to be exposed. You're going to be wearing shoes, so I'm not too concerned about reminding you to wear shoes and socks. I think pretty much everybody is going to remember to wear those.
And let me tap on all the I say the running pros like Joni Benoit Samuelson. She tells people all you need are gloves. Just at minimum, every single person out there should have gloves on.
You'd have gloves.
On Sunday.
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
Saturday.
So I'm going to have gloves. I'm going to have a nice hat, nice warm hat, and I'm going to make sure that I've got something covering my ears. It might be a hat that can pull down over my ears, or it might be a separate headband that covers my ears. In terms of the rest of my body, it's going to warm up. The core of my body will warm up. My chest, my arms, my legs will warm up. And so I'm going to think in terms of layers for those. I'm going to start with a jacket or a coat or a sweatshirt on my body, maybe even a blanket on my body that will be on me as I'm standing around for your announcements, Fitz, as I'm standing around for the national anthem, as I'm standing around for those things. I will be warm. And then when you tell me that it's time that we're counting down and we're getting ready to go, I'm going to make sure that I can get over to the side and I can put those things over the bike rack away from the runner so nobody's going to be tripping over those things at the start.
Can we make a suggestion, folks, that if you don't want to get rid of your favorite Lulu or Vuori or whatever you've invested in, go to Goodwill and gather sweats and jackets and things like we call it like homeless runner chic. You just wear whatever, throw the kitchen sink on, a house dress and a bathrobe, and then toss it. And then Amanda and the nice folks at the Donna Foundation will donate all of that stuff.
And if you forget to do that when you come here, go and you'll probably be able to go to the local places and you'll probably be able to buy stuff that was tossed off last year. So absolutely, that's exactly what you should do. So that's going to be my outer layer. That's going to be what I'm going to toss at the start. I watched. Did you watch Alex Honnold climbing the Taipei 101?
Yes.
Did you watch that? Did you notice what he said at the start before he began climbing?
I tuned in.
Jacket off. He took his jacket off and he said, "Be bold, start cold." And I thought, ooh, that's good. I'm taking that. Be bold, start cold. So you don't want to be overheated at the start. What's going to happen is if you get overheated at the start, you start sweating underneath all those layers. And then when you slow down later on, either because you're doing run, walk, run, and you're taking walk breaks that are slower than you're running, or if you you turn and there's a headwind or something that cools you off. If you have sweated underneath all those clothes, that's going to make you extra cold. So you don't want to overheat.
We're not encouraging folks to show up in skimpy shorts and a tank top. It's just be reasonable when you
Be reasonable.
right?
Don't start frozen. Start with that outer layer that you're going to toss. And then under that, I'm going to have another like mid-weight, lightweight jacket or long sleeve shirt. I've got a couple of long sleeve shirts that I've saved from races that I did last year that they're great shirts, but I run a lot of races. I don't need all of those extra long sleeve shirts. So I'm going to have one or two of those on as my next layer. And then as I start warming up over the next couple of miles, I'm going to then toss those off at the mile markers or at the water stops where those can be collected. Yeah, I'm not going to we run through people's neighborhoods, folks. So let's not just throw trash in people's neighborhoods or things like that, but someplace where there are volunteers that can collect those. So water stops, mile markers, those sorts of places are where I'm going to toss those. When I did my fastest marathon ever, I started with several layers. And when I look back at the pictures of that, I finished in a tank top and my gloves.
No pants. He's like Winnie the Pooh. No pants.
I did have pants, but my upper layer was just a tank top and gloves. The legs are a little bit less. You don't need to bundle up the legs as much because obviously the legs are moving. Those are what will be taking us around those 13.1 or 26.2 or 110 miles this weekend. And so we don't need to worry so much about covering those up. If you like to wear tights, that's great. But even if you wear shorts, you're probably going to warm up enough in your legs that you'll be okay. I'll have tights. I will have tights. But then be prepared to start tossing off those other layers. What this means, though, is at the start, what I'm going to do is I'm going to have my number pinned to my inner layer, the one that I know I'm not going to throw off, right? My number is going to be pinned to that. But as I go across that start line, I'm going to flash you here. As I go across that start line, I'm going to pull up that outer layer so that my number is showing going across the start line. I just want to make sure that there aren't a ton of layers between me and that little strip that's detecting my magnetic strip on my bib as I'm running across the start line. It might be, I don't know, the technology might be good enough to pick me up, but I'm not going to take a chance. I'm going to make sure that thing is visible at the start when I go across the start line.
Okay, I'm going to throw in random pointer, but I'm bringing them back. Amanda, I know you can be along with this. Folks, I am wearing leg warmers all the time. You can't see them now, but leg warmers are my life. And you can pull them up, multiple pairs, and then you can just shove them down as you're running. But yeah, help me out. Help me look cool, because if you're all wearing leg warmers, then I'll look less weird wearing leg warmers. Amanda, do you have leg warmers?
I did in
1985.
And you can put them on your arms. I'm full of pro tips right now. You can have
the arm ones. I believe they were neon colored, and I went to the Olympia skate rink in those. I was very cool.
Yeah, very cool. Well, I'm bringing my hot pink leg warmer, so everywhere.
So I've got one last tip, that I want to share with folks, and it's not just about the clothes, but it's about how you approach the first few miles of this race. Please, please, please use the first couple of miles of this race as your warm up. And I know everybody's got different goals for this race. I've got family members that are going to try to crush this race and run really, really fast. And my message to them and my message to everybody is take the first couple of miles to warm up gently. You can really hurt yourself on a cold day if you start off at your fast race pace from the beginning. So take the first couple of miles to warm up. The Pacers, by the way, I coordinate the Pacers for the event. The Pacers have been given this message as well. It's okay for the first couple of miles to be a little bit slower as you warm up. You want to warm up the body gently. Take a couple of extra walk breaks for those first couple of miles until you get your heart rate up and the blood flowing through your extremities. And then you can start hitting race pace. You're not going to lose much time by doing that early on, and you'll save energy that you can spend later to get that time back. But if you go from a cold start, and it will be a cold start, if you go from a cold start standing still and then ready, set, go, and you are hitting immediately at your fast race pace, something in your body will be unhappy. And if you're 25 years old, it might not be so unhappy that it breaks. If you're 55 years old, something could break. And I've seen it happen. So just be gentle with your warm up over the first couple of miles. You'll get the blood flowing, you'll feel a lot better, and then you're going to be strong for the rest of the run. Cold weather is not the end of the world. It's going to be a wonderful day. It's going to be a celebration, and it means that you get to break out some really fun recovery gear as well. So make sure you've packed some good recovery gear, some warm clothes in your drop bag that you can collect at the end, so that within a few minutes after finishing, while you're walking around Athletes Village and congratulating everyone else and checking out the different things that are happening in Athletes Village, you want to make sure that you're able to put on some warm clothes there as well.
Thank you so much, Chris.
So take advantage of Gear Check.
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
Right?
Take advantage of Gear Check.
Take advantage of it. Put some warm, dry clothes so that you can hang out with us for the rest of the afternoon.
That's what I'm going to do. I'll be there all day. I'm looking forward to it.
Yep,
So
I'm excited.
thank you, ladies, so much. Thank you, everybody that's watching. And I look forward to spending the weekend with you.
Thanks, Chris. Safe travels.
Thanks, Coach.
Bye.
Bye. And we will be right back. My brand new book, You Supercharge, the exact formula for fitness, weight loss, and longevity, is out right now and has something for everybody. Ladies, chapter Full Throttle Femininity is dedicated to all the things you think you can't control, including menopause, weight loss, maintaining muscle mass, building bone density, and earning yourself a JJ of steel. Guys, chapter Man Mode was written just for you. You'll learn how to combat menopause, tune up your ticker, banish a beer belly for good, maximize your muscles, and earn the most powerful pecker on the planet. From the ground on up, from the inside and out, let's supercharge your body and mind and make you unstoppable. Order signed copies of You Supercharged at Fitzness.com in the United States, Amazon, everywhere else. We're back. Oh my gosh, that was great. And also, this is something we did not mention, but you and I can agree that when our crowd jumps up and down at the start line, that qualifies to help warming up, right?
It's all warm. Yeah, we're all going to be.
We like the jumping. We like the jumping up and down. Lots of love for Chris Twiggs, part of the Galloway program. So, all right, we're going to go from the start.
Okay.
We're 17 minutes into it. We really haven't even talked about our agenda. So first thing on our agenda is Friday morning, correct?
It is. We're going to shake out. We're going to get all our shakeouts. And this is before a lot of the cold weather comes in. So it should be a very comfortable morning at Southern Grounds in Neptune Beach.
Okay.
We're going to meet up over there for a shakeout at 7 a.m. This is in the Beaches Town Center. So it's a great place to drag your friends and family to show them where they're going to be ringing their cowbell, because it's a great spectating area for the race on Sunday. And it is a very casual 3-mile run walk, just to kind of shake the sillies out with myself and lots of VIP that are joining us for the weekend, like Olympian Joan Benoit Samuelson will be there. Yes. So if you ever wanted to run a very intimate little beach community run with an Olympian that is Joni, then
gold medalist, first ever.
Yep. And then there's another crew there. One of our largest race team for Donna Marathon weekend is Neptune Run Crew. They are a club that's based out of Neptune Beach, Florida, and they always have a Friday morning shakeout run. So they're going to meet up with us after we shake things out, and we're going to have some coffee and community in the courtyard of the Southern Grounds, and coffee's on us.
Awesome. Now, folks, if you've never done a shakeout run before, it's casual. It's easy. You do not have to register for it. You do not have to pay for it. You just show up. And then, especially if you're coming in from out of town, you don't have any friends, this is a perfect place to make some friends. I will make sure of it. I'm a real pain in the ass out there. So I will meet you. And if you don't know anybody else, I will introduce you to others. But yeah, casual, easy. If you don't want to go the whole 3 miles, don't. You can go half a mile and turn around and come on back. In fact, Amanda, I was talking with someone who said they think they're just going to hang out with us. I was like, oh, all right. You don't even have to run at the shakeout run. Just come, right?
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. And please, especially for those of you that I've never met before and you're coming from elsewhere or even from the neighborhood, please introduce yourself to me and tell me where you're from and what made you come visit with us. I would love to know you.
Yeah.
Please,
And
please.
it's a good time. It's easy stuff and very casual. And then once we're done having coffee, etc., we shoo you away and make
Yes.
you head over to the Hilton Mayo Clinic for the expo.
Yes, and this is new. So if you've been with us before, the expo is in a brand new location this year. Historically, we've been at the Flex Field downtown with our friends at the Jacksonville Jaguars and our big NFL stadium in the downtown Jacksonville area. We are transforming that stadium. If you remember from last year, it was lots of construction starting. Well, it is full-fledged ahead now. So we are really going back to roots for many of you that have been with us for the whole 19 years that we've been doing this. The race used to start and finish from Mayo Clinic's campus. Mayo Clinic has been a partner of ours from the very beginning. We've contributed $3.3 million to breast cancer research over the years at that amazing facility, and they cure people every day, and I love them for it. But they have a beautiful brand new convention center on their campus that have opened their doors and their hearts and said, please bring the expo to this brand new facility. Just opened in October. So it has new hotel smell. I mean, it's just absolutely stunning. I can't wait for everybody to see it. But we open our doors there at 11 o'clock on Friday.
Okay, 11 a.m. start. Someone asked time again for the shakeout, 7 a.m.
7.
Yeah,
Mhm.
so expo starts at 11. And what's the closing time for the expo? Friday.
On Friday, it's open until 7 p.m.
Okay, and
So
then
this is later than we're used to seeing our expo open on Friday night. And this is because, attention all 5K and dashers, pay attention to me. You have to come and get your packet and your bib at the expo on Friday. You have to. We won't have it for you in the park. There's too many of you. So we need you to come to the expo. It's well worth the visit. There's about 60 different vendors, exhibitors where you can shop. We've got amazing merchandise. Have you seen the new hat?
I do love the new hat.
So
I'm
we've got
guessing there's an announcement.
there's new alter ego hats that will be there. There's another one over here. There's one that's yellow. Isn't it pretty?
It's beautiful. I'm guessing there's an announcer hat, probably, right?
Well, of course there is. So lots of fun Donna gear there, and most importantly, right? So we're all about celebrating survivorship, right, Fitz? And
Right.
yes, that is making a big deal out of all of our breast cancer survivors. That is, that's really what we're all about, right? But the longer I'm in this, and the more I get to know all of you, there is survivorship for all of us, right? We can all learn how to kind of live a life that is epic, and taking care of ourselves and doing all of the things that make us happy and joyful and feel good and do good and all of that. And so we have 2 days of, we're calling it breast health education, but really it's Thrive Well is what we're calling this education. And it's not just for breast cancer survivors or those that have a family history, or it's really for all of us. So please go and look at our schedule of events on the website. Pull up all of the talks that are happening over the 2 days. Fitz is leading a panel on Friday.
3:30.
Yep. So it's just really, if I didn't have other things to do, I promise you I would sit in the room with these speakers all day long. And the great news for me and everybody else is that it's going to be streaming live also. So if you can't make it for everything, you can watch from your phone or from the hotel or from your home. And then we'll also, of course, whip it back out later and be able to watch it on demand. But my point is there's a lot of things to do at the expo than just grab your bag. So plan to spend a few hours with us on Friday or Saturday at the expo.
Okay, so to mention for the folks who have never done anything like this before, your race bib is that number you wear on your shirt. You have to have that to be on our course. You cannot show up without a number. That's your price. That's your admission. That's your ticket. If you're not wearing the race bib, our course officials probably will remove you. So you got to come to the expo. Now, Amanda, clarify, if somebody's going to send their best friend, can a best friend pick up a race bib for an athlete?
Yes.
Okay.
We are still grassroots family enough around here to where we don't have the rules that you have to be there in person and show an ID and all of these things. So if you need someone to come on your behalf, totally fine. It would be very helpful for that person to have your bib number and your QR code that all of you will be receiving tomorrow from us. We'll be sending race confirmation emails at some point tomorrow when I have time to sit down and hit the send button on them.
Yeah.
And it will make it easy peasy for your friend to pick up your packet for you.
Excellent. And Amy, you can go to the expo Friday or Saturday to get your half for full or any of the bibs. Now, listen, if you show up Friday to get your bib, if you show up Saturday to get your bib for the 5K, 5K is already over, right? So if you're doing the 5K, 1 mile, Donna Dash, or the Ultra, you have to get it on Friday. But then marathoners, half marathoners have a little more wiggle room.
Yep, and the peach crawl too. But you do have to come to the expo to get your bib, regardless of the race. Yeah.
Becky's doing the booby trap. Is that a one bib experience, or do they get separate bibs for each race?
There are 2 different bibs, Becky. I'm so glad you're coming. Becky's from my same hometown, Macon, Georgia. What's up? But yes, you'll have actually 2 bibs that you'll receive as a booby trap challenge participant. 1 bib for Saturday and 1 bib for Sunday.
Okay. And then another couple things is the expo is packed with vendors who love runners. It's hats and socks and shorts and sunglasses and all sorts of cool things. There's books. I have my book.
Yep.
But you should bring your credit card, bring cash, and come support the people that are supporting you back. And then there's a whole bunch of just funsy vendors. Last year we had La Roche-Posay, and they were handing out all sorts of moisturizers and niceties. So the expo is very fun, and it's just something you should be excited about taking part in. If you're, don't let your friend come pick up your bib. Show up and enjoy.
Your friend.
Yeah.
Like make it a fun friend outing.
Yeah, and as part of the experience. I mean, if you go to a, let's say, local 5K, and fine, you pick up your race bib on race morning, but this is hoopla. This is a world-class running event, world-class expo. Everything is highly choreographed, and the people are extraordinary. And so if you're just kind of removed, not showing up for the hoopla, you're missing out big time.
Well, and the other thing I want to mention is who is due for a mammogram?
Everybody.
And if you're due for a mammogram, because we'll have the mobile mammography bus there. The link is in the schedule of events. If you'd like to make an appointment, you can make a walk-up appointment as well. You need to be due for your mammogram, right? If you had one last week, you don't need one again this week. But if you haven't had a mammogram in the last year, come get it done while you're there. Check that box off the list. And lots of hoopla. You got to sign the mile markers, right? You got to get in the photo booth with your buds, with all the costumes, and go through the wine tasting with Sunny with a Chance of Flowers. There's an amazing restaurant in this hotel.
Oh, that's right.
This hotel is not it's different. Amazing facilities in this restaurant. You can get a latte and sit down in the restaurant and have a meal. You could spend all evening there. Date night at the Donna Expo on Friday night. I'm just saying that's what everyone should do.
Yeah, it's gorgeous. A couple other things I'm going to point out because I'm going to do it. If you don't know me, I'm your race announcer. So I'll be on the microphone hosting everything all weekend. And if I know you, it's nice. Apparently you know me now, but if I know you, that allows me to give you personalized, noisy love at your start and your finish lines, which I love to do. It's very helpful to me to have extra friends and to be able to put a name with a face and then learn some things about you. So not only am I speaking at 3:30, I'm leading a panel discussion, but at 2:45 and 4:15, I will be there. I'm doing a book signing. I have multiple books, but You Supercharged and the Healthy Cancer Comeback series. But even if you're not going to come buy a book, come meet me, get a hug, we'll do a selfie, say hi and so forth. But I would love to be able to connect with you so I can make your race day experience.
In booth number 13.
Huh?
I said in booth number 13.
Oh, is that right? Is that where I am?
Yeah.
That's so funny. That's my lucky number. Did you know that?
It is my lucky number too. We share a lucky number. I love that number.
I love you. Okay. So anyways, that's that. Is there anything else we need to cover for Friday, Miss Amanda?
I don't think so. If you've never been on the campus of Mayo Clinic and you have no idea what this hotel is, please go to our transportation and parking page of the website and just sort of look at the traffic flow. There's a thousand different ways that you can access this hotel, but we've got the smoothest ways to get to it on our website. And there is one road that will put you on a highway going the wrong direction. So we don't want you to do that. So go and check out sort of the flow in so that you have an easy breezy time getting into the expo on Friday and Saturday.
Excellent. And folks, Candace, we're going to get to your question. We're moving in that direction. So I promise we'll answer your question soon. So Saturday morning.
Yes.
Where do we meet? Where do people park, Amanda?
You got it. So shuttle parking. Shuttles don't park. Shuttle. We have race shuttles all day from the Hilton. They will get started around 6 a.m. and just do a nonstop service to the Jacksonville Beach Seawalk Pavilion, Latham Plaza. So this is another change from prior years. Historically, we've had our 5K and Donna Dash in the downtown Jacksonville area. The 5K and Donna Dash are moving out to the beach in the same footprint as the marathon and half marathon on Sunday. So the big athletes village that we love so much on Sunday, our 5Kers and Donna Dashers get to enjoy it on Saturday too. And that includes all the beverage tents and hospitality tents that has heat in it and just all the things. It's going to be so much fun. But the best place to park is at the Hilton in the it's Mayo lots. You can't miss it. They're right there.
Enormous.
And there's lots and lots and lots of parking, and the shuttles will be lined up ready for you to get you to the 5K easy breezy.
And then what time do you'll go for the 110 miler? Folks, there are actually usually about a dozen folks that are going to start running Saturday morning. They have 80 something miles to run on Saturday. And then when they're done, they clock their time, they go to bed, and then they wake up and run the full marathon with our marathoners Sunday morning. So that's a very fun thing to see. Like, what do these wacky people who want to run 110 miles look like? Who are they? If you want to find out, you got to come to that start. So what time is that?
This is so cool. We have 17 athletes that are going to toe the line with us on Saturday morning at 7:30 a.m.
Okay.
So the part of them starting with in the same footprint as the 5K is because we need your love to send them off. Because if they're going to run 80 some miles on Saturday and then 26 on Sunday, they're going to need all of that joy and lifting that they can get. So come out and send them off at 7:30 and then we'll send off our 5Kers at 8.
Okay. So folks, while you're listening, use the comment section. Tell us what we would have to do. Like, how many millions of dollars? What would someone have to do to get you to sign up for and complete a 110 miler? So right now, just go ahead and let us know. Is it a new car? Is it a puppy? What would encourage you to do that? Okay, so we've got 17 folks, and I say go at 7:30, and then we start addressing the 5K athletes. 5K folks, we want you to come early. So sometimes I see folks think, I'm going to park the car at 7:50 because the race starts at 8. And then that's a terrible mistake. So plan to arrive close to an hour early. I think on a big event weekend like this, arriving an hour early gives you time to get there. You're not going to be rushed. Remember, you cannot pick up your race bib, but we will have hoopla. You will have friends. There will be music and fun times and speakers and things like that. So show up early, take part, and then we will line you up and you will casually be able to get in your place and have a big fun time as we kick things off. Right, Amanda?
That's right. I mean, we're expecting about 2,800 for Saturday. So that's a lot of human beings to arrive and play with the hoopla. So if you're planning to hunt for parking at the beach, you need to give yourself a lot of time. That's why we have the shuttles.
That's right.
Yes.
That's right. Now, Chris Twiggs earlier talked about cold weather gear. If you're doing the 5K or the 1 miler, I would disregard a lot of what he said about disrobing.
Yes, no, don't disrobe.
Yeah, you can wear, you can bundle up for a 5K. You can certainly bundle up for the Donna Dash. So don't feel like you have to shed your jacket or hoodie. And nobody actually has to do those things. Those are just recommendations because that mile, 15 and 20 when your body is heating up, temperature becomes, it's tricky. It certainly is. But Saturday, wear your gear. I do see the potential for rain on Saturday. So raincoat, poncho, or a big old garbage bags. In fact, if you want to be the most popular person in the world, if rain is in the forecast, bring your garbage bag container from Costco or Sam's or wherever you buy it, and then pass out garbage bags. People will love you because at least 80% of the people will come unprepared for rain, even if they know it's going to rain, if it is going to rain. So garbage bags, runner chic, right?
Mm-hmm. It's beautiful. Yep. And plenty of portalettes. We'll have snacks in the hospitality tent. The hospitality tent has piped in heat. Yep. So we do it up. No empty random park for Donna events. It's definitely a festival atmosphere. We'll show you some love.
Okay, so we have a very important question from Candace. She's been dying to know, are strollers allowed in the 5K?
That is an excellent question. So, it is the beaches and the roads are just super, super, super duper narrow. So let me give you some stroller and animal guidelines, right? I'm actually going to the portion of my website so that I'm giving everybody the same information here. So we'll start with strollers. We can definitely accommodate them for Saturday events only, but we need you to be mindful of where you line up, ideally in the back, and try to stay straight on. So it may not be your fastest race, but you'll be doing it with your little one, and that's super fun, right? So definitely feel free to bring your strollers and your kids for Saturday and the Donna Dash. Just be mindful of your neighbors when making turns and kind of maneuvering the course, because the course will be certainly crowded. Unfortunately, we're not able to accommodate any strollers whatsoever on Sunday for the marathon, the half marathon, any of the events, Pete's Crawl on Sunday. Families and strollers always welcome in Athletes Village to come and cheer on families and ring the cowbells and all the things. And our shuttles are also accommodating of your strollers. So, feel free to bring the stroller and the shuttles and do all of the things. That's awesome. I also wanted to mention, because usually when people are asking us about strollers, they're also asking us about Fido, right? Can we bring our pup? This is where we have to say, unfortunately, no. I love taking my dog places. We love animals, right? We love them so much.
Say it within so. That's rude.
But there is just far too much in the way of human beings on these courses to accommodate safely your animals. It's really for more the protection of your pup than it is for anyone else. So let's leave our pups at home. Certainly if you have a service animal, we will respect all of those guidelines. And if you're watching from anywhere on the course, please make sure that you leash your animals. They get very excited when people start to run by, and we don't want your dog chasing the field down the road and you're not knowing where he went. So please leash all of your animals on race weekend for us.
And we will be right back.
Are you looking for the perfect gift for a loved one battling cancer? The Cancer Comeback Series by Fitz offers hope, inspiration, and practical guidance. With Your Healthy Cancer Comeback, My Noisy Cancer Comeback, and the Healthy Cancer Comeback Journal. These books are a lifeline for all patients and survivors. Right now, you can order autographed copies at a special discount. Show your support and help a loved one go from sick to strong. Visit Fitzness.com today. That's Fitzness.com. Fitzness.com.
We're back. Okay, so these are some of the responses to what would it take to get people to register for the 110 mile. Pat says, a new body. Will Bell just wants you to call the ambulance.
Mm-hmm.
Fun, more than 2 days. I'm saying like in the future, you silly thing. Oh, for a quesadilla, Charlie's easy. I like that.
Okay.
Jason Rue is on his way.
I better say, Jason, you're getting there.
Jason, everybody, pay attention. Jason Rue has lost over 200 pounds, and I love him. And he ran the Donna TPC 5K, and he's coming out to do the 5K this weekend. So proud of you, Jason.
Love it. And he works with one of our host hotels.
Hampton,
one of our host hotels. They'll be having a spectator party all day. They've got some music coming out, and I dropped a whole bunch of noisemakers to that crew.
Oh, good.
Hey, yeah. So they do an amazing job, and I'm so appreciative of the hard work that those guys put into making your experience a fun one. So thank you, Jason and Chantel and the whole team at the Hampton Inn Oceanfront.
So good. So good. Julie, and we also do have the 110-mile ultra virtual. Is it too late for people to register for that? Can they complete it at a different date?
Unfortunately, the event, that particular registration is closed. All of our virtual events are closed, and the ultra is now closed
Next year.
But next year we reopen registration in July. Next year's our 20th anniversary, by the way. So definitely mark your calendars. But the 110-mile-a-day challenge is really a fun event to do with your whole family. It's a great way to get moving, and you start in October, and if you do just a little bit every day, by the time Donna Marathon weekend rolls around, you will have completed 110 miles, and you can enjoy a really fun belt buckle medal along with our ultra athletes as well.
Yeah, it's so fun. I have an online weight loss or fitness group, the Hottie Body Fitzness Challenge, and I think we have about a dozen of my hotties are doing the 110-mile ultra, which
You
makes
can definitely tell when the hotties are informed of it's time to register, because we like, but it really is our way of encouraging everyone, just sort of meet you where you are, right? If we're moving our bodies, we're taking steps toward that survivorship mentality I was talking about earlier, of just thriving with your life. And sometimes even a 5K can seem overwhelming.
Yeah.
So this is a way of just saying, come on, just move a little bit every day with it. Just a little bit.
Yeah, a little perspective. It's funny, I was talking with, I think, Deb White today, and she was saying, oh, her friend might bail because the 5K because it's cold. And I was like, you know what? Just put that up against cancer care. Being chilly for a Saturday or Sunday morning is, going up against that versus all these people. And you will see hundreds of men and women who have had breast cancer at this event. And it really just shines a light on real hardship and real triumph. And maybe a cold morning isn't so
Well,
challenging.
where memories are made. You always remember the elements of the day.
Oh, and boy, do we have some fun memories at the Donna.
Yeah.
Rarely disappointing.
Never a dull moment.
So 5K starts at 8 a.m. What time does the Donna Dash begin?
And then the Donna Dash, we will have them going at 9:30. So it's so much fun. For those of you that have families or you just want to come out because you don't want to run a 5K, the Donna Dash is definitely an option. It will start and finish in the same structure as the 5K and the marathon and everything else.
Yeah.
And you just go out as far as you want to go, up to a half a mile.
Okay.
And when you're ready, just turn around and come back. Right? There's a turnaround sign that says, okay, this is as far as you can go with this event. But if you just can go a block and turn around and come back and let us celebrate the heck out of you in a finish line, the Donna Dash is for you. It's not just for the kiddos. They have a great time and we love them. They're so cute. But if you just want to experience a finish line because you just need an uplifting moment, then come on out and do the dash.
I mean, last year I remember whole family coming through. They were all wearing jeans and stuff. I mean, it was just very doable. Very doable.
Yep.
No stretchy pants required.
It's an all skate for Donna Marathon weekend. No excuses. Anyone can come.
That's right. All skate. So we'll wrap things up there, and then everyone can go back to the expo for more speaking and more shopping. I'll be there at 11.
As the shuttles are taking you back to your car that's at the Hilton, take that time to come through and check it out again. We open that expo at 9 on purpose. But the thought is the earliest shuttles that come back from the 5K wouldn't get there any later than or any earlier than 9 o'clock. So we'll open up the expo on Saturday morning at 9.
And then what time does the expo end?
4 o'clock.
Okay, 4 o'clock Saturday. Y'all better have your bibs. Just your bibs. That's the most important thing. Bibs by 4 o'clock Saturday, or we are up the river without a paddle, right?
Right.
Okay, good.
Okay, so I know a lot of you are living in frozen tundras where schedules on airplanes and things can sometimes be problematic. if you get a delay or, if something happens and you truly cannot make it to the expo on Saturday, please just reach out to us and let us know. We're happy to accommodate our special cases. We just don't need, let's see, the projected volume of you coming out on Sunday is about 6,500 of your closest friends. So we can't accommodate 6,000 bib distributions on Sunday. But we're good people, and we will work with you if you have a situation that is out of your control.
It's very generous of you. Very generous. Especially with all the stuff going on. I'm going to mention I'll be there 11 o'clock on Saturday after the 5K. I'm going to go over, do another book signing for like 45 minutes from 11, and then I have other things I'll be doing. But I hope you come and introduce yourself and have the hug. And if you want a book, I'd love to sell you a book, but whatever. It's more about meeting you so I can be nice to you. Oh, this is what I want to tell you. So not only do we have a big chunk of folks from the Boston Buddies running group, there's, I think, 15 of them or so coming in from around America. But I live in Gainesville, Florida, folks. I know Amanda disapproves, but I'm at the dog park the other day and I started chatting with some man. He says he's from Tampa. And I said, oh, I announced the Gasparilla Distance Classic. He goes, well, I'm running a marathon next week. And I said, which one? He goes, I'm running the Donna Marathon. I said, well, I announced that one too. And so he and I think it's 6 or 7 other Gainesville fire rescue firefighters.
Again, sorry, I had to do it. I have a middle.
Oh, man.
Sorry.
You're going to get pinched by all these people for that. But listen, their superior basically called them out and said, you can't do that marathon. And they said, oh, yes, I can. This is within a month. And so there's 7 of them coming to do the full marathon.
I love it.
That doesn't sound like they're all very prepared for it, but just exciting. And they're gritty firefighters. So I have zero doubts they'll actually cross the finish line.
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, we're one of the few marathons that have the course open as long as we do.
Yeah.
So great for beginners and first timers. I would never recommend running a marathon without some preparation, but it really is a great course to be out there and enjoy the day.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Also, we'll get there, but I have some fun stuff planned for the later portion of the marathon finish line. So even folks, if you cross that finish line earlier or finish the half or whatever, stick around because it's going to get really good about the 5-hour mark. Okay. So
yeah, we're going to have, I don't want to necessarily spoil the surprise when you get there, but we are putting a large screen in the stage this year that will be bringing you the visuals from the finish line all day long. So
much fun.
I'm super excited about that so that you can sit in the village and enjoy all the bevs and the camaraderie and your finish line and your medal and watch everyone else enjoying their magic moment through the finish line.
And that'll be set up in the finish line village?
So where the stage, right?
Oh, yeah.
We're hanging a giant screen in that stage Saturday and Sunday, and there'll be a camera in the finish line. So you can always hear the finish line in our village, but unless you're standing by the finish line, you couldn't really see what was happening. So this way you can see all of the magic because Fitz does an extraordinary job of storytelling in that finish line. And it's some of the coolest moments you will witness is watching Fitz engage with people, achieving these moments and getting, them to share their why. And a lot of it is their survivorship story and how many years that they've been cancer free or where they are in treatment or just this was my first marathon and this is my Aunt Susie who ran with me. I mean, just we all have these amazing stories. I think that's what connects us. It's the fabric of human beings that I think are the magic. So you can sit and bask in all of that magic and actually see it this year, which I'm really stoked about. Thanks to our friends at PRI that worked with us to make that happen.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Well, I appreciate the high praise. And out of all the races I announced, this is by far and away the most magical finish line because of our athletes and just the supporters. And it is magical. So know this, whoever you are crossing our finish line, we expect big celebrations, got to put the hands up, the wings out, the big smile, whatever. We need extra. If you come across looking at your watch, I will personally send you back and make you do the whole thing again. So that's not a threat. That's a promise. But I especially target our breast cancer survivors and patients. And so if you are part of the cool crew, like me, who has had breast cancer, you're going to get a bib with the word survivor on it. We
Mhm.
also love if you deck yourself out in a sash and a hat and all this stuff so I can recognize you. There's thousands of people coming at me, and I'm using my eagle eyes to spot which person's wearing the right bib. But if that's you, your job when you cross that finish line is to find me. I'm almost impossible to miss. Noisy blonde right out there making a stink. You come straight to me. If not, I will hunt you down. So please save me the energy. Come directly to me, and then I will get to pour the love on you, right? I want to know your name. I want to know how far out you are. Some people tell me they're 35 years cancer free, and that just everybody loses it because it's so exciting to hear that type of success. And then some of our athletes are, are having chemo that week type thing, or in the middle of radiation and so forth. So those stories really matter, and it's the reason for the season of the Donna Foundation. And so when you show up and we get to see you, it really humanizes the cause. And also, people dig deeper into their pockets when they see how extraordinary you are and what you're accomplishing, because they want that for everyone who's diagnosed. So please, beeline. Did I miss anything, Amanda?
I don't think so. No.
Okay. Beeline. That's in order.
That's right.
That's in order. Okay. So 5K, we're going to get back on the shuttle. When does the shuttles end to the Mayo Clinic?
On Saturday?
Correct.
That's an excellent question. Let's see what my handy dandy schedule says.
Okay.
I really think we're not going to leave you there, I promise. 11:30.
11:30. Okay, be on the shuttle. 11:30. If not, you can park in the free parking areas up and down the beach. There's plenty of places in the nearby, right?
Right.
Okay. Okay. So anything else you want to cover on Saturday, or can we dive into the marathon?
I think we can dive into Marathon Sunday.
Actually, we do have that big fundraising dinner Saturday night. It's by invitation, but you can earn yourself a spot by being a big fundraiser for next year, 20 years, right?
I am so overwhelmed by how many of you have opted to fundraise for the Donna Foundation this year and every year. It is something that is particularly powerful because we don't make you do it. A lot of charity runs, that's part of it, right? You're required to raise X amount of money in order to come. I mentioned earlier, we're an all skate. So we don't want that to ever be a barrier to coming out and celebrating. But those of you that choose to do it, we've raised over $200,000 during this season.
Wow.
And I cannot wait to bring everyone into a room and give our thanks and have a family meal together. So that's what happens when you choose to fundraise and you join our fundraiser experience team and raise the minimum. This year it was $1,000 that you would raise. You get to come and have dinner with us, and Donna is there. She's going to share her story, and we're just gonna. I married an Italian man. We have family supper every Sunday, and so this is my family supper. Right, we bring everybody together and enjoy each other. It's very special.
Yeah, it's a beautiful, elegant evening. So if you like to put on the fancy clothes, I'm imagining next year, 20th anniversary, will be quite the event. So
yes,
plan ahead.
My oldest was in a pageant when she was a junior in high school, and one of her outfits is this amazing pink magenta jumpsuit. And she's begging me to wear it. And I said, if I ever wore it, it would be for the 20th anniversary. So I might have to dust off the pageant magenta jumpsuit.
I think you do.
Next year. We'll see.
I think you do. Okay, so everybody goes to sleep at a reasonable hour Saturday night. Also know that hydration starts now. Just because it's going to be a chilly weekend doesn't mean you should ignore those things. You should be eating for nourishment to be at your best. You should be hydrating now. Water, your sugar-free Gatorades or Powerades. Just keep that hydration, fruits and veggies and anything to keep your body happy and feeling strong and vibrant and not less than. So maybe cut out the alcohol about now. And yeah. So we're going to go to sleep Saturday night, and then we're going to wake up Sunday morning ready to go.
That's right. Yep. So the shuttles will kick off as early as 5 a.m. on Sunday morning. So for those of you that are very much like me, like I am like the first person to any event because I cannot stand to be rushed, especially for a marathon. I mean, I have like this process that I like to go through. So we'll be there for you. The village opens at 6, and just like Saturday, we'll have plenty of things for you to see and do, and we'll try to keep everyone as comfortable as we can. You'll have all of your layers on per Coach Twiggs. And
gloves. Everybody's wearing gloves no matter what. Go get yourself some gloves, even garden gloves, just gloves.
yep, or socks.
Yes.
Really, if you especially if you travel and I left my gloves at home, swing by a Walgreens on the corner and buy a package of tube socks. You can put tube socks on your hands, and they do a great job of keeping your hands warm.
Okay, this is something we should have mentioned at the beginning. So, and we did mention leg warmers. Get some leg warmers, but hot hands.
Yes.
Little pouches. They're in a plastic pouch, and you rip it open, and the air activates. And if you get hot hands super warmers, they last. They will stay hot for 18 hours. And I personally, I order a case on Amazon, and it'll come the next day. You can bring some for some friends, but I will have them shoved in all the places. All of the places. So I encourage you to keep some material between your hot hands and your skin, because I've also blistered by putting some under the sports bra on the back, like a bad idea person. But hot hands in your gloves, in your pants, in your places, they will make all the difference in the world. So yeah, that's my pointer. Is that okay? Interjecting all the things.
Warmer value pack, hot hands, $7.
Well, or
Right.
Amazon, you get 40 for like $25. Deal of the century.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
So get on the shuttles at 5
Mhm.
or park at 5. What time do I yell go? I forget.
You yell go for our adaptive athletes just before 7:30.
Okay.
Right. And then from there, the rest of the field will go at the front fasties that have a special yellow bib. We will gun time for those guys are 7:30. And then
Pause. You said adaptive athletes at 7:30.
just before 7:30.
Just before. Okay. Okay.
7:24. We give them a few minutes to get going.
And for those are our athletes in chairs, either racing chariots or push rims, hand cycles. Do you do hand cycles?
We do.
Okay.
Yep. Only for the marathon.
Okay.
But yes.
Okay.
We do.
So
And then 7:30 for our fasties. And then from there, we will wave start you just to give the course a little breathing room, right? We do that so that you have the best experience ever on narrow streets of the beaches, right? It's the perfect place to have a race because they're just awesome neighborhood roads the whole way with neighbors losing their minds over you. But you want to experience the best race ever, which means when we say, okay, hold up, then hold up, give us a second, and then we'll let you go.
And so I'm going to interject. We start the full and the half marathon together. And so I'll make a call for the speedsters. That means if you're running between a 6 and 7 minute mile, just those folks up in front, maybe even faster, right? I yell, go, those people take off. And so we don't want them in the back, because if, the fast people go behind the slow people, they smash into them. And slow
No
people.
smashing.
No smashing. That's right. No different kind of smashing. But I'm a medium pace person, so I know not to get in front of the speedsters. And so we let the speedsters go, and it's the honor system. You don't have corrals on the bibs, correct?
No corrals on the bibs except for the fasties. They will have a yellow flood on their bibs and be allowed in a special front area. The rest of you look for the pace flags. Not only will the Galloway Pacers have the paces on the flags that they're holding, but there are flutter flags that will give you a pace per mile, and find your pace per mile and sort of hang out in that area until your group is called in.
Absolutely. And it's courtesy. And know this, that your time, even though I have yelled go, your time has not started yet. We don't start tracking you until you actually cross the start line. So you will get honest time based on your honest effort. The people that go in front of you, they're not of relevance to you. So you'll get your personal go with your group, and then you take off from there and do your best, do your worst. Just keep moving forward, right?
That's right.
And also, it's an accurate assessment, but the further we go back in the corrals, the more fun we have.
More
Crazier, funner people in the back.
we have. Oh my gosh, so much fun. So much fun that we have our Pete's Bar Donna Crawl group last.
That's right.
So they will probably begin around 7:45. It will take us about 15 minutes to get, every party started, and you don't want to miss the party.
Yeah.
Like it's really part of this experience. Like Fitz was saying earlier, right? It's you don't send a friend to get your bib for this event because then you'll miss part of the hoopla and part of what we've been working a whole year to put on for you.
Yeah.
Same thing with getting started, right? Don't rush off and I missed and I want to run with them and miss the moment of standing shoulder to shoulder and doing
Jumping up and down.
so much fun. You don't want to miss that. So don't rush it. Don't rush the amazing.
Yeah. Special start line. And so if you want to line up with folks slower than you, you're a smart person because that means you get to enjoy more of the entertainment. So we're going to send off the full and half marathoners. And when they're finally all gone, which takes 10, 15 minutes to get all of that started, then we've got the Pete's Bar Crawl crew. Tell everybody about that.
Yes. So we started this last year. The Beaches Town Center, which is where we'll have our shakeout run on Friday, is a wonderful place for spectators. And there is an iconic bar in this area called Pete's Bar. It was established in the 1930s. And it is roughly 2 miles from the start of the marathon. Yeah. And what we were learning is that people were registering for the half marathon and just kind of strolling to Pete's and stopping there and finishing the day cheering on people, from that area. And we thought, well, let's make that a thing. Why can't we have a group of amazing humans that just don't really want to go 13.1 miles, right? But they still want to be a part of the fun on Sunday. And great for people traveling with a marathoner and you just, you want to be a part of the day and it's great. So you start, we'll make a big deal of you and then you can skip, jump, run, crawl, roughly 2 miles to Pete's Bar. There, you will have your own finish line there. Like there's finish line structure and everything there. You get a special medal and go into Pete's and enjoy a few beverages on us, and then spend the rest of the day ringing a cowbell in the Beaches Town Center for everyone else.
Love, so much fun. Is there room to register for Pete's Bar Crawl still?
No, I'm sorry, it's sold out. It sold out quick this year.
Is there anything that's available for registration?
Yes, we still have, but not many. We was just looking at this a few minutes ago. There are about 200 spots left in the marathon, 87 spots left in the half.
Okay.
Pete's Bar is sold out. 283 left in the 5K and 145 left for our dashers.
Okay. And they all will sell out. You'd be surprised, folks, if you don't know this, that so many people register very last minute. So if you or someone you love is thinking about registering, have them do it now because these numbers are there's just a wee amount of wiggle room at this point. Can
Yes.
Fawn's husband wait for her at Pete's?
100%. Hang out at Pete's.
Okay.
Pete's would love to have him.
Okay. So we hit the 8:00 mark. So I want to move quickly because some of the people are saying goodnight and I don't want to lose anybody. So we all go. Let's talk about the course. Where are the aid stations? What's at the aid stations?
Mm-hmm. Sure. So plenty of aid stations. There's 7 throughout the course. Some of them you hit more than once. Roughly no more than every 2 miles that you'll go without hitting some type of aid station. For us, water, Gatorade, and our gels are Huma gels. So one of my favorite nutrition. I will channel my inner coach Chris Twiggs and say that if you've never had a Huma, probably the marathon's not the time to have it for the first time. So make sure that you're bringing with you the fuel that you've been training with. Yeah. But it is one of my favorite nutrition pieces because you can't run 26.2 miles without putting some kind of fuel in your body.
Right.
For sure.
Right.
And then we have Mayo medical teams that will be in the finish line for you if you need any sort of assistance. And then our fire and rescue teams will be mobile on the course throughout the course. So if you need any sort of assistance medically, if you stop, Someone will be by very soon. Find one of our water stations, stop at a water station and let them know that you need need something. And we've got sag wagons out there that can get you back to the start if you can't complete the race. Lots of support out on the course.
Are there porta potties at each aid station?
Absolutely.
Okay, that's very important.
This event is put on by a female human. There are plenty of potties.
You gotta have potties. You gotta have potties, and they are the finest porta potties in the land. We've all experienced the Donna porta potties are the best kind of porta potties.
Right.
And then the full marathon is 2 loops of the half-ish, correct?
Yes. So it is a double loop course for the marathon. So there is a turn just before you get to the finish line of the half where you'll make a turn and head back north towards Atlantic Beach again.
Okay.
So, yeah, 2 loops.
And the course is quite flat and quite fast, and it is a Boston qualifier.
It is a Boston qualifier. It is a USA Today Reader's Choice for both the full and the half marathon. It is very flat, very fast, but most importantly, it is absolutely full of community support. There is really not a part of this course. In fact, there is not a part of this course that has you out on a highway or a deserted land. It is neighborhoods the entire way, and they love it. So there is a woman that I know that has been planning her yard party for this.
Santa Claus? Is this the Santa Claus woman?
Months. Yes, she's got a Santa Claus. She's got pickle juice. I'm told that there is a photo booth. Like there's a literal photo booth in her yard that you can stop and and have your photo taken. So that's just one example of we had so many people tell us last year there was so much support on the course that sometimes you have a hard time figuring out which ones are the official water stations and which ones are the unofficial water stations.
Yeah.
So pending some wind and weather, we're going to have some flutter flags out there so that you guys can find the official ones a little faster.
Oh, so much fun. That's my only regret over race weekend is I never get to see the course. I'm happy to be where I am, but
I've been offered to ride in the lead car every year, and I just can't do it. The finish line's too magical.
I would miss you.
I know.
Don't do it.
I can't do it. I mean, I've wanted to, but I just can't.
We just have to live without it and just be happy for everybody who gets it. So as we start talking about the finish line, etc., everyone out there use a comment section and tell us about the name of your friends, your family, your loved ones who have had breast cancer, whether they've beat breast cancer or they're living with breast cancer or whatever. Just go for it. I want to hear about all the people you love that have been diagnosed with breast cancer. Okay, so they're going to come to the finish line.
Mm-hmm.
And again, the rules are big celebrations or else.
That's right.
Right? And you have incredible medals this year.
We do. They're gorgeous. Beautiful medals for everyone. And then just a village full of amazingness. And, we're one of the few events also that recognizes that sometimes when you're at the back of the pack of the marathon, some of the party has kind of died down by the time you make it because people have finished sometimes 4 or 5 hours ahead of you. So we have this really special group. It's our local Jacksonville Galloway training program that has the 26.3 mile party. And it is a reception tent that is always hopping, that ensures that every single one of you gets the love and attention you deserve when you come through our finish line. So
and
they have all this food and so they bring the party in about the 5-hour, 6-hour mark of the marathon to make sure those last athletes get a big party.
Yeah, and they're there even when I leave, and I don't leave until the last person comes through. So they're die hard.
In fact, most of the time we have to ask them. It's like what is that song from like 1990 something? You can still party, but you can't stay here or something like. Anyway,
yeah. Oh, closing time.
Closing time. Yes,
You don't have to go home, but you can't.
You don't have to go home, but you can't stay here.
That's right. That's right. So, and then we have snacks and drinks for our finishers. We forgot to mention this, but we do have bag check. And so when you arrive, do they have to provide it in the clear bag or can they bring their own duffel? What are the rules about that?
No, you can bring whatever bag you have. There will be a pull tag on your bib that you'll attach to whatever your bag is, so that we know how to identify you with your bag, and we'll keep it safe for you while you run and hand it back to you when you get back. And it is presented this year by the Wounded Warrior Project. So those guys will be out, and we're very appreciative of their support.
Yeah, what a pairing of two very special organizations, right?
We've got lots of things that we're thinking about doing together. So I'm super stoked to be partnered up with those guys.
That's wonderful. That's wonderful. Don't forget to bring your recovery shoes like sandals or Ugg boots or whatever it's going to be comfy for you post race. Sweatsuit, something warm, your extra hot hands, something to bundle, maybe a blanket. Just shove all the cozies in there because we want you to stick around. Just because you're done with the race doesn't mean you have to be done with us. In fact, I think some of the most magical experiences come from runners who have crossed the finish line, got settled, and then they come back and they see the athletes who come behind them. And, our speedsters will tell you it's much more challenging to be a 6-hour marathoner than a 3-hour marathoner. And so
Yep.
those are some of the real life-changing moments the further back we go. So please stick around. We have so much fun. And then we have Sigma Nu and off the Jacksonville University, Sigma Nu fraternity. And then is it Chi O and Zeta? What?
All the sororities and fraternities come
So
and
good.
us party in the finish line as it gets late in the day, which is so energizing, so much fun.
It's it's incredible. Seismic. I don't know what that is.
I think they're giving us the band names and things.
Okay.
Everybody's
saying seismic.
It's named that tune on the Fitz Show tonight.
Okay, we are seismic. What else? What am I missing?
I enjoy the day, be in the moment, love each other, and it'll carry all of that with you until we get to meet again in 2027.
Yeah. Yeah. We also, before our full and half marathon and before the 5K, we have survivor photos. So they're on the schedule in the athlete guide. But come on out and be a part of that. I see there's a whole bunch of folks like Samantha right here. She's had it. And yeah, you gotta be in the picture. And the streakers. Those are
I promise you guys, I still owe all of my streakers and a notice from me out to the survivors with the specific meetup times, but they will be the same as they were last year, where we gather a little ahead of the start. The Jags are bringing out their Prowler. Do you remember the Prowler? It's a little mini stage. They're bringing that little mini stage out into the village this year because the big Jumbotron is on the big stage. So, that'll help us be kind of a little closer to the start and finish line for some of our meetups and group photos with Donna and others. And we've got to do our bringing in hands and giving ourselves our rah-rahs. So all of that absolutely will happen again this year, just ahead of each day's race start. So I promise to get you those messages out tomorrow with your registration confirmations.
Please do. Please do. A few other notes is some people are very persnickety and they will not wear their race shirt on race day. I think that's silly. And I love it when you all wear your official Donna race shirts on race day. So please do. Also, pink is kind of the color of the weekend. So it's like St. Patrick's Day. If you show up without pink, you get pinched. It's legal, isn't it? Isn't that in the rules?
Something about pinching.
There's pinching or mocking. I might say something to you have to wear some pink. Get some pink. And then anything else. It's been a long show.
It's been a lot to cover, but I'm excited to receive all of you in the next couple of days. It's my favorite weekend of the year, and I'm honored that you would come and race with us.
Well, you're the best, and you work so hard, and the outcomes are always extraordinary. And I'm so proud to be a part of your event because it's one of those things where I know that if someone comes across the country because I told them to come, they're going to be wowed. They're going to be wowed by all of your efforts. So thank you for all your hard work. For men and women like me who've had the big breast cancer and need the help, you provide so much help.
We do. It's a very powerful organization to be a part of. And I'm so grateful, and all of the people that come together to make it happen. All of our team, my right and left hand, Claire, my gosh, mean, it takes a big team, a big village to make it happen.
Yeah, it's very special. Okay, folks, so pack everything, check your bags twice, make sure you have your running shoes, your favorite running socks, again, your leg warmers, your tights, and your sports bra. Make sure maybe you're bringing doubles, you're bringing some warm stuff. Florida is not acting like Florida, but it will still be a
Florida has forgotten it's Florida briefly.
That's right. Just brief. Maybe it's, the cold people. Maybe we're just trying to be welcoming. Maybe allow them to feel like they're at home with us. Don't forget to say hello to Miss Amanda right there. She does this for you. She puts it all on. She's a runner herself. So you have a wonderful experience. Remember, this show you can watch again. If you have questions, rewatch the show. You can go to the athlete guide, breastcancermarathon.com. All the information is there. And again, race directors, what did they do the last week? They put out fire after fire after fire. So do your best to be self-sufficient, ask a friend, but read, use your resources. And I promise you will get the answers you are looking for. Is there anything you'd like to add, Amanda Napolitano?
Love you guys. We'll see you in a few days.
See you in a few days. So I'm Fitz Kohler. We're going to wrap up the Fitzness Show as we normally do. If you haven't done so yet, click subscribe, click like if you subscribe. Then whenever I come on and make happy noise and boss you around, you will get notification at Spotify, Apple Music, Amazon, wherever. And then I can boss you around as well. I've got my new book, You Supercharge, the exact formula for fitness, weight loss, and longevity. Order it at Fitzness.com right now. You get signed copies with a fun little gift to go with it. And we will see you this weekend. Hugs expected. We love you. Bye, everybody. Ta-ta. Amanda, tell them all to get to work. Say, get to work. Get to work. Get to work. My brand new book, You Supercharge, the exact formula for fitness, weight loss, and longevity, is out right now and has something for everybody. Ladies, chapter Full Throttle Femininity is dedicated to all the things you think you can't control, including menopause, weight loss, maintaining muscle mass, building bone density, and earning yourself a JJ of steel. Guys, chapter Man Mode was written just for you. You'll learn how to combat menopause, tune up your ticker, banish a beer belly for good, maximize your muscles, and earn the most powerful pecker on the planet. From the ground on up, from the inside and out, let's supercharge your body and mind and make you unstoppable. Order signed copies of You Supercharged at Fitzness.com in the United States, Amazon, everywhere else.